I don't actually have a background for this. If I had like, if I had the digital version of the book, I'd probably put that on screen. But is that like against the rules? Can I do that? I don't think I could do that. Oh wait, no, I think I can do that. I just can't, like, you can't pirate it, right? Surely? Surely that's the only rule and stipulation on that. But no, I have this book. Um, it's called Learn My Lesson. I'm sure if you know that title, you probably know what's in this book. But it's not a children's book. Saying that right now, it's definitely not. Can I like I should read the back, hang on. I don't know if this is a good indication of what the book is about. Here's the back of it though. A single night with Megaria, and I'm willing to do anything to save her from Hades, the man holding her captive. A victim to his every whim. A bargain with the devil himself seems a small price to pay in order for Megaria. I don't know if that's her real name, Megaria or Megaria? I think it's Megaria. To go free. Until I learn that she's exactly where she wants to be. She's queen to Hades is king. And I'm the fool that walked right into their trap. The same fool who desired them both as much as I hate them. I can't resist Megaria's touch, or stop from being drawn to Hades' dark desires. But the time I realize just how deep a game he's playing, it may be too late for all of us. So this is a book about Hades, Hercules, and Meg. And I've heard it's a good book. I've heard that it's a lovely read. And we're gonna get through it. Now I don't know how in detail it goes. I just know that I mean, I've read worse shit on this stream. I really have. So this book is probably nothing in comparison. I wish I had stuff in the background. I do have this though. There we go. Gotta set the mood a little bit. Chapter 1. Meg. Actually, got this. Just so you're aware that this is totally officially authorized by Disney, by the way. Shane? It is. I think the first paragraph the first paragraph will summarize that. It is written by Katee Roberts. I don't know why there are two E's. Anyway, also Shane, actually, holy shit. Does that mean you're not using your VPN? My god, Shane. You're exposing yourself to cybercrime. I heard that, like, I heard from Regan that fucking, you know, changing your NAT type to open exposes you to cybercrime. I think being on the internet in any capacity is exposing yourself to cybercrime. Fuck, man, getting mail in the mailbox is probably exposing yourself to, like, some sort of scam. So, like, you're really not safe. Anyway, Chapter 1. Once upon a time, a woman fell in love with a man. He wasn't a good man. Men never are, I found. But this woman hadn't learned that hard lesson yet. She still had stars in her eyes, and the kind of innocent love in her heart that the world delights in setting aflame. When the man asked the woman for a favor, just a tiny little favor, to prove her love for him, because she did love him, didn't she? Of course she'd say yes. Of course, he left her to pay the price for his sins. Of course, he never once looked back. And the woman? The woman lost her innocence in the flames of his betrayal. She rose from the ashes as a goddess in her own right, second only to her new master. It's a good story, as such things go. Far more romantic than the reality. I loved the wrong man, and made a deal with the devil to save him. That kind of man doesn't cleave to innocence lost, no matter what lies he spilled to bargain me away. And he left me as soon as the price was paid. Commenting via Android. Ah, that makes sense, that makes sense. Well, I hope the Twitch app is treating you well, that it's actually fine on mobile. I don't know why they got rid of it on desktop. I really don't understand why. Here's a fun fact. I actually don't... So, I don't know how many... I'm sure there's only one Hercules movie that Disney made. And I don't know when or if this is even canon or relates to that at all. It did crash. Oh, fuck. Because I haven't seen the fucking Disney movie in so long. But I did quickly skim through the first chapter of this, and I don't think it makes any reference to anything from the movie. Or like you could replace the word Hades, Meg, and Hercules with probably any other name in the world, and it would read the exact same. So I don't know if there's like, I don't know how it dips into the, you know, mythological aspect of, you know, fucking Hades. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, it's just as well. The devil suits me better anyway. The devil in question sits next to me, in a corner booth, in a restaurant that's unfamiliar to me. He's wearing his usual suit that always seems a tiny bit rumpled in the sexiest way possible, and his salt and pepper hair is styled to perfection. Add in the thick black framed glasses, and it's enough to have me clenching my thighs together in anticipation. Or it would be, if I didn't know him any better. Nearly 10 years at his side, and I know what the gleam in those dark eyes and the tiny smile pulling at the edge of his sensual lips means. Nothing good. Not for me, not for whoever he has his eyes on. I idly stroke the stem of my wine glass and sigh. Another day. Another game of manipulation. Sometimes, I swear Hades pulls shit just to keep boredom at bay. When one rules his little sliver of Kavar City and has every other ruler in town simpering at his feet, boredom is the only real danger he faces. I wish my life were that simple. I'm content with boredom, of course. Oh, of course I do. I'm Hades' right hand, his queen, the second most powerful person in the underworld. No one would dare touch me. To do so is to court his wrath. And there is a single person, and if there's a single person in this world who holds a grudge better than I do, it's Hades. None of that protects me from the harm a decade of... Oh my god, the fucking... Hang on. None of that protects me from the harm a decade together can cause. That kind of drifting that sets two people at odds, despite their best efforts. I don't know where we went so wrong, and I can't begin to fix something so broken on my own. Hades doesn't even seem to notice the distance between us that grows more and more uncrossable with each day that passes. So there is actual, like, dialogue. I'm gonna fucking... Man, I don't know who's actually saying this on a dialogue. Hang on. Let me read ahead a little bit, and then I'll do a fucking voice. Okay.
How would you like to play a game, love?
If he really were the real Hades, or whatever creature rules the afterlife, he couldn't be more tempting and dangerous than he is in these moments. I look away. I have to. I'm not the green 23-year-old girl who bargained away her life for a man who'd forget her before the day had passed. I know better than not to play a game with this man, no matter how much I love him. I'm really not in the mood.
My dear sweet Meg, always determined to play it straight.
His smile never wavers, but some of the warmth leaches out of his eye, a warning that,
You should know better by now.
yes, I should. I very much should know better by now. There was a time when I'd happily dance around any tune he'd set, wanting to please him for the sure happiness he'd shown down on me in those perfect moments. Now, our love is more cruel. Our love is more cruel edges than the kind of cut ones that doesn't... Oh my god, fucking my brain, hang on. I should really get a better light, hold on. I'm like, that's so much better. Oh my god. I was using my fucking like monitor light for this. Yeah, a note to self, anybody who's out there trying to read, get a reading light, please. Like I should have one that clips onto the side of my desk. God, where the fuck was I up to now? Oh yeah. Now our love is more cruel edges than the oh, I still can't fucking read, holy shit. Than the kind of cut that the one doesn't even... Oh my god, why is this sentence so hard? Now our love is more cruel edges and the kind of cut that one doesn't even notice until hours later. Oh, okay. I lean back, putting as much distance between us as he'll allow. Like I said, I'm not in the mood. Oh, nice gaming total. Final Fantasy 1's pretty good. It's a very, very fun game. Although, I'm a little biased to the GBA version because it's the one I played. The NES one might drive me insane. I sound cold and uncaring, but I can't seem to stop myself.
Jafar's baby girl is rubbing off on you, I see.
He studies his wine glass, still half full despite our ordering before the meal arrived.
How is the darling Jasmine these days? For reasons unknown, Jafar seems declined to respond to my calls.
For reasons unknown. It certainly doesn't have to do with Hades orchestrating her kidnapping a handful of months ago. Pride a little hurt. Maybe you should have taken care of... Oh wait, hang on. Pride a little hurt. Maybe you should have taken care of Ali before he damaged the underworld's reputation. I smirk. I can't help it. We know each other's buttons too well. And even though it hurts, we can't help dancing on them as it suits. The Pixel Remaster? Oh, the Pixel Remaster's good then, for sure. I was very tempted to grab those games. I think when they announced the last one, I was like debating or not whether I should get those, because I tried to find what's considered the better version of the Final Fantasy games, and like there are so many different opinions. Like you will find people that love every single version of every single Final Fantasy game. There is no one definite version, and that blows my mind. And I get why. There's the nostalgia factor. Some versions had better things than others. Like there was the PS1 version of Final Fantasy 1 that had like added cutscenes and shit to it. Like there's so many different things, and I don't know, man. Like I think the Pixel remasters are good. I don't know the inner like working details, but then like people like the NES one because like you can cheese it and shit, and it's more like authentic and original, and the music and there's a lot of shit. Oh, I forgot Hades is in this scene. Hang on. There you go.
We're nothing without our reputation.
He muses. But I can tell he's already moved on. Whatever he's thinking of now, it's not the events from a few months ago. Hades reaches over and clasps my wrist with a deceptively gentle grasp. He flips it over, runs his thumb over the tattoo there. A blue flame. It marks me as his. Forever. They're easily fixed. Oh yeah, I imagine the Pixel remasters are great because of mods. Mods would probably fix everything with the game, which that would be very good. So I guess you could say the Pixel remasters are the definitive version then, because depending on the modding scene of it, it could be like infinitely good. Anyway, my body goes tight, readying in fight or flight. My breath stalled in my lungs as I wait to see what he'll do. Hades, my sir, my owner in every sense of the word. I might dominate others in his club, might have what appears to be free reign over everyone there is I choose. Or everyone there is as everyone that fuck. Moving on. But he's the only one who holds my leash. With Hades, there is no give and take. He dominates, I submit. The end. It used to be enough. We were in this together. True partners. True equals. These days, it feels like we're going through the motions with each other. Coming to this quaint little restaurant with its false romantic lighting and expensive wine list might be out of the ordinary. But this game just proves that Hades isn't really trying to bridge the gap. He simply wants a new setting for a new scene. Exhaustion rolls over me in a wave. I'm so incredibly tired of playing. I should part my lips, tell him exactly where I stand, tell him I'm not happy and haven't been for a long time. Beg him to see how wrong things are between us. I don't. Even with this man, I've learned my lesson too. Well, I've learned my lesson too well. The trust we built is so painstakingly between us is... Wait, fuck! The trust we built is so painstakingly between us is withered and beaten. I can't be sure that he'll meet me halfway. And because I can't be sure, I'm incapable of taking that first step to reach out. Instead, I've resigned myself to another night of pleasure that will hold the pain at bay, at least for a little while. Heavy-handed, don't you think? I keep my tone dry as I pull against his grasp. After 10 years, do you really think it'll have magically disappeared if you don't check it daily?
It's a reminder, Meg. For both of us.
He brings my wrist to his lips and presses a devastatingly sweet kiss there. The contacts shoot straight into my core. Why is that plural? Why is that plural? Anyway. When he starts gently... When he starts gently, he ends the cruelest. And even as I resist him, I crave what only he can give me. Barbs. Thorns. The kind of heat that scars his word... The kind of heat that scars. His words echo in my head.
Let's play a game.
I shiver. Something going soft inside me, despite my best efforts to hold steady. What kind of game?
Your favorite kind.
He traces my knuckles with his thumb.
I'm going to pick a person in this restaurant. Then you're going to fuck them.
This is definitely one of those books, isn't it? Oh, interesting gaming turtle. Okay. Well, that's good then. Shane, you're not wrong. I haven't read a romance novel before. Especially not a fanfic novel, that's for sure. So I really don't know what to expect. But boy, it definitely goes from like 0 to 100 real fast. What even is this? It is a fanfic between Hades, Meg, and Hercules. This is just chapter 1. We're actually almost done with chapter 1, I think. And it's a real book. That's why there's no visuals other than these two characters. And I might find a waiter that I can put on screen maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Because apparently, I think that's who he's gonna pick. But yeah, it's a fanfic. I twist and look out of the room. We've never been here before, but it's packed on a Friday night. The main room is small enough to create an intimate feel. with the low lighting and soft music flittering through hidden speakers. It's the kind of place that invites a couple to lean in, to speak softly in each other's ears, to buy into the romance that exists simply by being here. And it is almost exclusively couples in here, in pairs, or on double dates. The food was an eclectic... I'm sorry, is that a real word? Eclectic? That's a lot of consonants. I'm moving on. Mix, and though I was too on edge to eat my fill, the smells from neighboring tables have my mouth watering. I'll come back here again someday, alone, when I can enjoy the meal without anticipation putting off my appetite. This is deep as they get. You're not wrong, Shane. Dude, the fucking... I wanna make a channel point redeem for the fucking Sonic harem thing. Just because I wanna dive back into that again. I haven't read all of it. I've only read like a select few chapters here and there. But that harem fanfic is so fucking terribly, poorly, shittily written that it is so funny. Like, it's... Because I noticed that the guy that did that has been doing it for years. Surely after like year 2 or 3, maybe he would have learned English. But no, after like 350 chapters, he's still going. Variety of different things. That's it. So I don't know how to say that word, Gaming Total. Because I want to say eclectic. Why can't they just say variety? What the fuck is wrong with the word variety? Like... Oh yes, there are a lot of different foods on display here. Okay, that makes more sense, yes. Me with these fucking fancy words. Anyway, I studied the tables. I can view from my spot. I study the tables I can view from my spot. But I don't see anyone I recognize. That's a warning in and of itself. Hades might break my heart over here. Might break my heart over and over again in 1,000 different ways. But he would never put me in a position where I could truly be harmed. He may be careless with my heart, but he would never make the same mistake with my body. Sending me to fuck some stranger? There are so many... Page 10. Variables. There's no way he can control it. No way he can guarantee that I'll be safe. He's bluffing. He has to be. I relax back into my seat and turn back to face him. He's so handsome. His face, the subject of so many more good memories than bad. I can almost pretend that nothing has changed. That we're still fresh in this relationship, and nothing has had a chance to sour. I squeeze his thigh with my free hand, letting my fingers drift higher. You want me to fuck someone here?
I'm not in the habit of repeating myself.
Not unless it suits you. His smile had me shifting closer. He picks my hand off his thigh.
Unless it suits me.
Hades repositions me so that I'm leaning against him, his lips brushing my ear with each word.
Do you see the waiter?
Fucking... I have a very limited amount of voices, alright?
What?
Is he serious? He wants me to fuck a waiter.
The blonde.
I see a man he means immediately. Truth be told, I clocked the man when we came in. The same way I clock anyone who catches my eyes. How the fuck do you clock someone? What's clocking? Don't answer that. Clack. Eclectic. Okay. Okay, eclectic makes sense. I was trying to read that as like elective or like electic. Eclectic. Okay. Interesting. Thank you, Gaming Total. There are half a dozen people in this room who got a second look, but he's the only one wearing the same white shirt and black pants as the rest of the staff. He's old-world movie star handsome, the chiseled jaw, the easy smile, the big body that is athletic without being over-the-top muscled. Young, too. Not just in age, though. If he's older than 25, I'll be surprised. No. This guy's almost... I jerk when I recognized it. He's an innocent. What does that mean? Please elaborate. There's something shiny and new about him that'll make people like Hades want to tarnish it. I used to be the same way once upon a time. Now, I'm the one who does the tarnishing. I don't play with babies, Hades. Nice rhyming.
Come now, Meg.
He nips my earlobe.
Look at how he's eager to please. He'll probably come in his pants the second he tastes your pussy. All that enthusiasm in such a fetching package. You should thank me for giving him to you.
I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. However, this man is... I know better than to take this at face value. Hades didn't pick him randomly. He has a plan. He has some manipulation going on. If I agree to this, I'm playing a part, and I don't get to cry foul later when it comes to light. I lick my lips. Thank you, sir.
Well, anything for you, love.
I have to laugh a little. His voice is fucking ridiculous. Trust his gift to have more strings than Pinocchio. You're hardly giving him to me. I'm assuming I'll have to seduce him. Gaming total, it's fine. It's just a humble little book. What harm could it possibly do other than probably scar you from watching Hercules ever again? Hades chuckles in my ear. Oh, Hades's chuckle in my ear makes my nipples peak. That was a sentence. That was a sentence. Okay.
To give yourself a little credit, crook your finger, and he'll be eating out of the palm of your hand.
There's a catch. There must be. I close my eyes and force myself to relax. You don't usually send me off to the vanilla. In fact, you never send me, after anyone unless we're in a club. The club where there are safety measures in place, cameras in every room, a full staff of security to dissuade anyone from stepping out of line. And Hades himself, who rules with an iron fist. Not that I think I can't handle this guy, but I've been surprised before.
Meg!
Hades murmurs.
You're mine, are you not?
It takes me a few seconds to form my reply. It hurts. It hurts so much to speak these words that mean a mere shadow of what they used to. Yes, of course.
Do you trust me?
Most of the time. The amusement dissipates from his voice.
Do you trust?
I can't. For some reason, it's getting really difficult to do the voice now.
Do you trust me?
I lick my lips. Yes, sir.
Good girl.
He releases me and gives me a little nudge.
There's a private room at the top of the stairs that belongs to the owners. The door is unlocked. Take him there.
He touches me with a single finger beneath my chin and raises my face to press a devastatingly gentle kiss on my lips. Bargains are sealed with less, and I can't help feeling like I've sold my soul for yet again for his pleasure.
You'll be safe. I'll insure it. He waits
until I scoot to the edge of the booth to say,
Don't disappoint me, love.
I work up a little bratty glare, but I know better than to argue with that tone. I wouldn't dream of disappointing you, sir. I grab my purse from under the table and stalk away from him. I can only imagine. So I don't know how crazy this is going to get, but chapter 1's almost done, and it's only been like half an hour, so maybe I might do chapter 2. I might quickly look at how long chapter 2 is, and I might do chapter 2. There are 26 chapters, if you're wondering. So I got plenty of content. We'll see. Anyway, it takes 3 steps for reality to catch up with me. If I were a better person, I would use my safe word to get out of this little game. One little word and Hades calls a stop to everything. My very own emergency brake. Though I'm too stubborn and too into everything we do together to use it often. That is the crux of the matter. If I were a better person, the thought of seducing this bright-eyed waiter wouldn't heat my blood. It wouldn't send a downright delicious curl of desire through me. I want him, and I never would have taken him, if left to my own devices. Hades knows. Hades always knows. In this moment, it doesn't matter that he undoubtedly has ulterior motives. He's given me a new toy to play with, and the thrill is all I can think of. And the thrill is all I can think of as I slide up to the bar and order a whiskey straight. I can feel Hades' attention on me, a languid weight on the back of my neck. If he's got a room already picked out, then there will be measures in place to ensure it all goes according to plan. He'll remain close by. He always did like to watch me work. Gaming Total, I do not ever recommend reading a fanfic. The only reason why I do this is because I think it's a fucking funny chuckle. And what was it? The Sonic Harem is the only one. Despite it like actually having like, no, I can't even say it's like there's any like really, I mean, I know there's like raunchy parts in it, but like the writing is so bad. Like it's hard to fucking follow it. And I think that's what makes it so fucking funny. Because good god, it's just so shit. It's just so shit, it's funny. But that's the only other one I've really read. Like, I shouldn't say sat down and read, but maybe like a chapter or two of the Sonic Harem. And good lord, it's infamously known as being like not great. so not great, it's funny. Anyway, I turn and survey the restaurant. People have started to clear out as the clock winds down later. I frown. Where did my waiter go? Several minutes tick by before the truth settles over me. Shit! He's gone. Okay, hang on. Let me, this is now chapter 2, hang on. How long is chapter 2? I think we can do chapter 2. Yeah, let's do chapter 2. This involves Hercules. Chapter 2. Hercules. My feet drag as I clock out of a long shift in a month of long shifts. I need the money, so I can't afford to stay. I can't afford to say no when my coworkers call in. But damn, I'm so tired. I duck into the break room to change my shirt before I head home. It started raining sometime after I got here, and this uniform costs too much to risk ruining it with something as mundane as rainwater. I snort at the thought. A couple of months ago, I could have bought enough of these shirts to wear every single day of the year without doubling up. I wouldn't have done it, of course, because while they're top end, they aren't the kind of clothing I was used to when I lived in my parents' house. Considering how tight the budget has become in such a short time, I should have brought more clothing I could pawn. In another month, I'll be on a strict diet of ramen. Are you fucking telling me? Are you fucking telling me Hercules is a fucking weeaboo? Excuse me? Is he gonna go down to the local noodle shop and order some ramen? What? How is this? For some reason this whole time I'm picturing this being like, you know, in Greece, like like somewhere near Mount Olympus, you know. I'm sorry, I don't know, maybe this is like just the Japanese version. I seem to have been given the Japanese version of fucking Hercules. Shit, man. Oh, that's all good gaming, Turtle. Anyway. So, I mean, like, okay. I know ramen could just be another term for, like, instant noodles, but I feel like instant noodles would be more believable than ramen. But also the thought of Hercules just, you know. It's fine. I'm honestly thinking of city. That makes, so, okay. That fits a lot better, but like, but why? But then why? Like, why? That's like, that's what I don't get. Because why not keep this in like the realm of, you know, myth, like with Zeus and fucking all them. Like, because like I thought that's what it was leading up to. Like, you know, it's still like they're in the underworld or some shit. But no, this thing's fucking going down to like little China and getting fucking some ramen. Like, what the hell? Anyway, I check my phone, and though I'm not surprised that I have no notifications, my stomach sinks all the same. Letta, I'm assuming that's some character's name, Letta, hasn't responded to my texts in weeks. I'm sorry, they have fucking mobile phones? Wait, hang on a second. What? Like, okay, alright. I haven't seen, like, the latest Disney Hercules movie, but boy, man, like, shit's changed. And it's not like she's going to suddenly do it tonight. She washed her hands of me. And I can't even blame her. I tried to help her, and all I did was make it worse. It doesn't stop me from wanting to check on her, to make sure she's okay, to offer her the protection I have no business offering. I might have fancied myself strong enough to play that role, but my father outmaneuvered me, again, and Letta got hurt in the process. It's so fucking weird that it's a modern setting. Like, next you're gonna tell me that Hercules isn't strong. Next you're gonna tell me Hercules is just a normal fucking guy with like no muscles and he's just an average Joe. And like, this could be anyone. Like, this could be fucking anyone. Fuck, man, what if I just replaced the word Hercules with John? Like, do you think it would have the same impact? Anyway. I carefully fold my shirt and stick it into my backpack, thinking dark thoughts seem to be all I'm good for now. It doesn't help that I'm exhausted from the sheer energy it requires to smile and be polite, no matter how shitty the restaurant customers act. Or the fact I haven't slept through the night longer than I care to remember. I close my eyes and press the backs of my heels to them. What? Oh, sorry. I close my eyes and press the heels of my hands to them. Ah, yes. That's a lot less crazy flexibility there. Anyway, I'll get through this. What little suffering I'm experiencing now is nothing compared to what Letta went through. And though she would never say I deserve this, I can't help thinking that maybe I do. Compounding her hurt, even unintentionally, doesn't mean it's okay. I sigh and let my hands drop. Plenty of time to play whipping boy to myself once I get home. Whipping boy. The last thing I need is one of my co-workers wondering what the hell I'm doing, hanging out in the break room instead of booking it for the door the second I clock out. No one else is even in that room, so I allow myself to stretch. Something in my back popping as I reach my fingertip toward the ceiling. sounds painful. A woman's voice, low and throaty, or high pitch, or a man's voice trying to do a woman's voice, and full of promise. I jump. Sorry. I thought I was alone. No need to apologize. I was enjoying the show. I face the woman and go still. She's easily the most captivating person I've ever seen. Not beautiful, exactly, but the oh shit, hang on. Meg's in frame. But the sharp lines and equally sharp smile root my feet in place. Her dark brown hair is pulled back from her face, as if she knows... Hold on. How starkly beautiful her perfection is, and plays it up all for its worth. Well, for all it's worth. I can't look away from her blue eyes. Does Meg have blue eyes? That, like... I don't know, but this could be a completely different person. I don't know. Probably not wrong, Gaming Turtle. Fucking... this book. Oh boy, this book. Anyway. And I have the most insane desire to go to my knees before her. To run my hands up her lean legs. To, get a hold of yourself. Ma'am, is there something I can help you with? You're in the employee break room. Ma'am? She looks a little horrified. I cannot believe you just ma'amed me. Ah, yes. It's the only appropriate response when greeting a woman. This stranger is all a woman. And the stranger is all woman in a way that has me fighting my body's attempt to respond. I'm sorry. You should be very sorry. Her tone drops, and she takes a step into the room. She's nearly my height. Oh, fuck, hang on. Hang on. Oh, shit. Hang on. Damn, Hercules. Thick. Alright. Fuck, where the hell was I up to? Ah, shit. Yeah, yes. She's nearly my height in her heels, but significantly smaller than I am. Oh, significantly? Oh, fuck, hang on. Okay, there we go. I know, Gaming Turtle, it's a little... Hercules, quote, he hasn't said what his name is yet. Quote unquote, Hercules is a little sus. A little weird. Oh god, I lost my place again, hang on. It doesn't seem to matter, because she takes up all the space in the room simply by breathing. Her smile widens. Would you like to make it up to me? Surely I'm reading this wrong. No way did this woman come back here to find me. I glance around the room. The understated luxury in the main floor of the restaurant doesn't extend to the employees' break room. There's a second-hand couch that's probably older than me up against the one wall, and a folding table with a stained microwave perched precariously on top of it. What does the microwave have to do with any of this? A few months ago, I wouldn't have fit into this place. But I don't have a choice now. This woman, she definitely doesn't fit in. It's against the rules. I mean, for the sentence to come out strong, but I sound more like I'm requesting a confirmation. Rules are made to be broken, don't you think? She lifts a dark eyebrow. What do you say? One drink, and you can send me on my way. What's so weird is that it doesn't like... Okay, I want you to take a second. This is a restaurant, possibly in New York City, that this is the employee break room. This is unknown man. Could have any name in the world. Doesn't have to be Hercules. All right. We've got some girl, tall dark hair. Obviously we know it's Meg, but like, you know, it's hasn't said her name yet. Could be anybody. All right. So it's like, it could be anyone. Like, I don't see the... I haven't... Where's the, you know, underworld theme and shit? Like, where the fuck is everyone else? Meeple Milk? Welcome to the stream as well. This is illustrious reading, by the way. We are reading a very interesting book. Definitely not for the faint of heart, should mention. Probably should have an age rating in the title, but I mean, the stream is intended for mature audiences. But just so you're aware, this is a novel, fanfic actually. It's in my hands, and we're reading it. It's about Hercules, Meg, and your boy Hades. But welcome to the stream, people. I frown, trying to think of the past spell she seems to weave with her proximity. Spending time with guests on restaurant property is a firing offense. I really can't afford to lose this job. Oh, I'm sorry. Something flares in her blue eyes, and she moves closer. My date left me. What? I'd seen her on the restaurant floor, of course. She seemed to own the room the second she walked into it. Zoat milk? Ah, I figured you were Zoat milk because of the milk part. Zoat milk was the only other person I've seen with milk. All that stuff. Because, like, so far I'm noticing that, you know, with the mobile phones and the ramen and everything, like, this could be anyone. Like, this is in a modern setting. This could be, like, John and Claire for all I know. Like, I haven't heard, like, Hercules fucking lifting up a table with all of his strength or whatever just to, like, you know, be a waiter or whatever. Like, he picks up the whole table and fucking moves it into the employee break room or something like that. Like, he probably doesn't have any strength. Like, I get that, you know, sure, he moved out of his parents' place. I don't know which, I'm assuming is Mount Olympus. Okay? So he, like, moved out of Mount Olympus. He got a job. I don't think, you know, a demigod would need a job, but sure. Wait, is he a demigod? I think he is. No, but yeah, I don't know why he would need a job. Like, I don't know how he lost all of his money. I need that plot line. When did that happen? When did he go broke? Did he invest into Bitcoin? God damn it, Hercules. Anyway, I noticed the older guy she was with too. He wore an extremely expensive suit, in the careless way of someone rich beyond measure. But it was the way he studied the room that drew me. The kind of smile and cold eyes. He was just as attractive as she was. The deep lines around his mouth, and the eyes speaking of plentiful smiles, for those he deemed important enough to bestow them upon. There was power in the way he moved, in the way he drew every eye in the room, even though it appeared he only had eyes for this woman. Apparently, appearances can be deceiving. I've always had shit taste in who I was attracted to. This couple seems like they're no different. What kind of man leaves his woman behind after a dinner date? I should offer to call her a car. That is the reasonable thing to do. Not offer to take her to my place around the corner. She gives me a slow smile. Shit. Oh. I'm going to call a cab. Would you mind waiting with me? Shit, that was the other way around. I'm going to call a cab, but would you mind waiting with me? Of course. I know even as I agree that I'll regret this. I grab my backpack and follow her out of the room. But instead of heading for the door like I'd expect, she takes a right. She takes a right turn and moves up a set of stairs that are strictly off limits. I stop short. Employees aren't allowed up there. The owners and I are old friends. She must see my hesitation because she motions to herself. I'm not exactly dressed for the weather. Like, this is demigod. So, like, that's the other thing, too. Like, okay. Hypothetically, let's say this is a restaurant in the underworld, okay? People know who Hercules is. Like, he's not just your average Joe, right? Like, what the fuck? All right. Anyway, she can say that again. She's clothed in a sheath dress that stops a full 3 inches shorter than polite dinner wear. I must have the wrong image of Meg, actually. That's not right. And the white fabric looks delicate enough to tear if I so much as touch it. Yeah, that's definitely not the same Meg. Alright. I feel like Meg has only ever been seen in that dress in the movie. So, you know. Alright. Not sure what it says about me, that I want to rip it in half with my very minuscule amount of strength. It doesn't say that. But I'm the one in control, not my darker impulses. Okay, I finally say and follow her up. She leads me into a small loft apartment that the owners must use when they stay over in town. I step over the threshold, and I can't shake the feeling that I've passed some point of no return. I try to shrug off the foreboding, but I can't quite banish the weight of it. The woman drops her purse on the couch and kicks off her heels. She shoots me a look. I hope you don't mind. I have a 20-minute wait, and these heels are killer on my feet. It's not like I have more than a shitty bed waiting for me at my home. I gingerly sink into the couch next to her. I'm a big guy. I mean, judging by the image on screen, he's a very big guy. And there are times when it's smarter to make people smaller. I mean, she is pretty small, also, as evident on screen. So, I don't freak people out. Women, especially. Oh. Women alone are extra special. Sorry. What? I didn't read that wrong. So I don't freak people out. Women, especially. Women alone, extra especially. Why? Okay. She asked me to wait with her, but I'd hate for her to regret it. This is based off the Greek myth. That's a good idea. Well, okay. Now I can't say that either because he has a fucking, like, an iPhone. What? Alright, whatever. It's just, this is just some guy called Hercules, some girl called Meg, that's just their names. They have absolutely nothing to do with, like, mythological history. They're just people. They're just average people. Nothing to do with the Disney movie in any way. Anyway, dude, I can't wait to read the fucking Hooked book, by the way, which is Tinkerbell and Hook, because, like, here's what I expect from that book, by the way. This is the other book that I might be reading when this one's done. The Tinkerbell and Hooked book, because Tinkerbell is like the size of your thumb. So I can almost guarantee that book is not going to consider the size of Tinkerbell in any way at all. And if that's the case, I will be making a massive note of every time when Tinkerbell can't quite do something, given her size. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. Anyway, oh shit, right, I was after the extra especially. She doesn't look anything but intense. She crosses one of those long legs over the other, causing her dress to slide up higher her toned thighs. I try to drag my gaze up to her eyes to keep things polite, but I can't quite manage it. There's a tattoo there, something small and intricate. I think it's a skeleton key. Skeleton key? What the fuck? From, like, Mario Party? Part of me wants to push her dress higher to find out. Okay, fucking Hercules, calm down. Jesus Christ. To discover if she's wearing panties. Jesus Christ, Hercules. Damn it. I'm oogling her like some kind of creep. What's your name? I managed to sit back down, though now I'm battling the cock standing of the century. I look anywhere but at her, finally focusing on the truly hideous abstract painting across from the couch. Hercules. Someone's parents had high aspirations. Oh! Wait, no. So this isn't like the real Hercules. This is just some guy called Hercules. Right? Small fairy. Anyway. The last thing I want to do right now is talk about my parents. Like Zeus? Even though I'm not living in the same city, they rule anymore. It's hard to not feel like I'm existing in the shadow of their disappointment. Something like that. So, okay, so he did come from Mount Olympus. Alright, okay, we're getting somewhere. Alright, there's plot in here. There's plot. I'm finding the plot. I'm Meg. She circles my wrist with her hand, her nails lightly pricking at my skin. And it's everything I can do not to moan. Wait, and it's everything I can do not to moan. What the hell is wrong with me? This lady needs help. Not some horny idiot who's half a dozen truly impolite thoughts running through his head. I want to kiss her. I want to push up that dress and see exactly what she has on underneath it. Jesus, Hercules. Jesus fucking Christ. I want to trace a tattoo with my tongue to taste her. Holy fuck, Hercules. Hell, I want to fuck her. Alright, Hercules. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with me? She needs help. And I'm panting after her like some piece of shit guy who only sees tits and ass instead of a person. I mean, like, with the... Like, okay, I like when he comes back to reality and he's like, I'm not like that. But, like, he's like that. Like, what do you mean? Anyway. What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh yeah, right. I'm acting like my father. The thought is a bucket of ice water poured over my head. In that moment of clarity, I pull back, but she tightens her grip on me. I'm stronger than her. Is he? He should be. I can get free if I pull hard enough. But it means grappling her and maybe hurting her. I go still. She raises an eyebrow. I'll give you $1 if you tell me just what you were thinking about. Alright, there's some prostitution for you. No way in hell I'm subjecting her to that. That's not a good idea. If this was a different situation, if she wasn't stranded, I might be willing to believe all signs pointing to her hitting on me. But this isn't a different situation, and I can't afford to assume shit. Oh my god, Gabriel Turtle. D&D sounds pretty good. I'm sure that'll be a lot of fun as well. Anyway. Try me. Meg smiles and traces her nail across the inside of my wrist. It feels like my whole body narrows down to that single touch. I might surprise you, Hercules. I clear my throat, trying to focus past the way her touch zings through my body. Hold on. I can't help it. I have to do the I have to do the dumb voices. Oh my god, the next page. Holy shit. Okay, chapter 2 is almost done. Holy fuck. Zings through my body. I feel drunk on her. Even though I haven't had a drink since I left Olympus. Maybe that's why I tell her the truth. You're beautiful. I look down at where my paler hand brackets my wrist. Okay, I thought he was like fucking wearing something. Never mind. Look at us. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. That's what it was. I ended up watching the Twilight movies, all of them. I think, what was it? There was one part. I think it was the first Twilight movie actually, Or no, it was the third one, I think, where Edward like fucks off. No, that was the second one, maybe. Shit. I just remember Edward being like, for the whole series, she was like, I want to be a vampire. Like, I don't care about my life, just make me a vampire. And Edward's like, no. And like then she becomes, well, actually I probably shouldn't spoil it. Fuck. But it's like Edward just didn't do it for no reason the whole time. And I mean, I get the reason why he didn't do it, but then, like, I don't know. So it was sort of, yeah, so he just fucks off. Like, after everything that happened in the first movie, he just goes away. And then he arbitrarily just randomly comes back for whatever reason. It's just a plot device. I forgot the other character, the guy that turns into a werewolf that everyone fucking loves as well, that is like, or Jacob, I think his name is, that is objectively probably not as good as Edward. I mean, okay, but there are some like, okay, hold on, hot take for a second. Edward's a little monka S because he's like a fucking 118, all right, and I forgot the main character's name, but she's like 18. Edward is considerably fucking way older than her. Like, and it's a little sus, but you know, fantasy and whatnot. Yeah, he's a vampire. Yeah. Anyway, Bella. Oh yes. Okay. Shit, where was I up to? Oh my god. I feel drunk on her, even though I haven't had a drink since I left Olympus. Oh yeah, maybe that's what I told her. I looked down at where I was. Yes. That's what I was thinking. That you're beautiful. Not the full truth. But then I just met this woman. I would have to be out of my fucking mind to tell her that I can't stop wondering what her pussy tastes like. That was a real sentence. There are lines. There have to be. Oh, Hercules. She sighs a little. Like I've said something that pleases her greatly. You're too pure for this world, aren't you? If she only knew how quickly my thoughts had gone dark and filthy. No, not really. Her smile goes sharp. I'm afraid I haven't been perfectly honest with you. What? Another of those sharp smiles has my cock throbbing in response. Good lord. What is she doing to me? I'm no inexperienced virgin. I've had plenty of fun with both girls and boys through my late teens and early 20s. I know attraction when I see it, when I feel it, but this is different. She touches me, like she can see the desires beneath my skin, and takes a great enjoyment plucking them one by one. I have the strangest suspicion that she could make me come without ever touching my cock. The idea excites me. Fuck, everything about her excites me. My god. I didn't call a car. She keeps up that movement against my wrist. Back and forth, back and forth. I was hoping to seduce you. My thoughts stumble over themselves as I try to make sense of what she just said. You want to seduce me? Is that so surprising? I mean, look at you. You're practically a walking wet dream. She casts a meaningful glance to where I tried and failed to hide my erection. I saw you, and I wanted you. Oh boy. This is the last page though of chapter 2, so all more stuff very realistic. It was bit 2017. Yeah, that's why you like. I know the guy that bit Edward was like fucking like raising him up and whatnot. But like, what's weird is like he's been to like school after school after school, and I'm sure he's had like numerous dates with many a teens that are also 17 while he's like fucking 86 or whatever. Like, you know, he's all right. You know, I didn't write the book, but you know, that's Twilight. You know. Anyway, moving on. Now is the time to stop this. Even if what she's saying is true, she came to dinner with another man, a man who touched her with familiarity and stirred things inside me, even more uncomfortable than what I'm feeling right now. If she's using me to get back at him, does it matter? It shouldn't. I didn't know him. I doubt I'll see her again after she's through with me. I should just take the offer she's making and enjoy myself for once without overthinking things. Too bad I can't. He didn't like teens. Oh, okay, okay. I see. Man, I need to... Oh, well, actually, I don't know if I want to go through Twilight again, but I could. I could. It was an interesting first watch, I will admit. I still don't know why, like... I don't know, if it wasn't for, like, book 2, I feel like Jacob, there wouldn't be a fan base for Jacob. If I'm being real with you. Just the blood spells. Yeah, she had that fucking, like, B positive blood. Oh, that's the good shit. Just like how mosquitoes are attracted to a certain blood type. And I'm not saying Edward is a mosquito, but boy, he might as well be. Shit, oh yeah. I gently extract my wrist from her hand, hating the way I miss the heat of her skin against mine. The second her touch is gone. Oh yeah. You'll regret it if you sleep with me to punish him. Her blue eyes go wide. Are you for real? I try to be. She gives herself a shake. Look, you seem to have gotten the wrong idea. He and I are complicated. He's not my husband. He's not my boyfriend. He's... She hesitates, clearly fighting for the right word. Complicated. For half a second, her barriers dissipate, and she looks vulnerable and lonely, and more than a little sad. Wait, I don't know who's saying... I don't use women, or men for that matter. Even when they're asking to be used? She looks away, and then back, her gaze sharpening. Even when I'm telling you I want to be used. I should stand up. Should walk out that door, down the stairs. But that vulnerability calls to me in a way that has me closing the distance between us. I'm lonely too. I didn't. I kiss her. I don't mean to. But then, I never mean to get myself into trouble. Yeah, I'm sure that's what Zeus always said. Whatever her story, whatever put that look into her eyes, if I can take it away for a little bit and leave her better off than before, aren't I obligated to at least try? She tastes like wine and something spicy, and her mouth goes soft beneath mine, almost immediately. And then her tongue is there, in a brief stroke against mine. A query I answer in kind. Kissing her feels as natural as breathing. As natural as breathing? Huh. More like as natural as... well, more like as natural and dangerous as a freefall. Okay, that was the end of chapter 2. We're going to leave it there. Again, there are 26 chapters. So, brace yourself. Brace yourself. I don't know... like, there will certainly be a point when, Hercules and Hades are going at it, but I don't know how this extends beyond the restaurant scene. Also, again, just like to point out the restaurant scene. Hang on, let me mark this. Hang on. Yeah, a little bookmark. I'll leave that for later, though. Sorry, just checked a thing. Okay. Oh, there's probably going to be several gaming total. But I'll have to make sure to keep my words in check. Thankfully, you're turning into a very small streamer who probably won't get the heavy hand of Twitch. Again, like to point out, hot tubs. A hot tubs category on Twitch. And how the fuck nobody gets banned from that on a daily basis. And yet, here I am reading smut. So surely, alright, I'm not gonna get banned. It's a book, alright? It's not a fucking... It's... There's nothing visual, alright? I'm sure Twitch only has an issue with, like, visual nudity. I can say as much shit as I want, alright? I just can't show it. Wait, can I do that? Okay, obviously there's a difference between, like, reading a book and having, you know, illustrious material on full volume in the background, alright? There's a difference between that. I don't see anything wrong with the book. Okay. Want it to be well-written smut. I really want to read a chapter of the Sonic harem just real fast. I really do. The problem is I don't know which... If I had to pick a chapter, I don't know which one I would pick. This Persona music is very nice and chill for book reading, so I'm probably going to use it again.